but heads like a little calf. Give a massage as well as a specialist in an office. Act as a personal psychotherapist. It's amazing how much cats can do when they love their person. But sometimes even the most experienced cat owners can't immediately determine what's really going on. What is their fluffy favorite planning? What to expect from her? Attacks or affection? Today I'll tell you how to determine if your furry friend loves you dearly. These 12 signs will also help answer the most difficult question. Who does this kind creature love the most? In your big family? Stay with us. Pancakes for everyone. The cat winks at you. Cats are masters of intense stares. Sometimes even the calmest person feels uncomfortable playing this game. The fluffy ones look too stern at that moment, and we start to think that the cat is preparing to attack. Well, that's unnecessary. It turns out that's how cats smile. But there are nuances here too. Let's say the cat is staring at you without blinking. Just like with people, most likely she doesn't like you and nothing good is in store for you. She's watching your behavior and is ready to defend herself. But if your furry friend sits next to you, stares at you, and then slowly blinks, it's a sign of great affection. The animal completely trusts you. Unlike humans, cats don't know how to smile. Instead of a smile, they have a slow blink. This is how the fluffy ones express their affection and fondness for their owner or another animal. Moreover, scientists claim that cats quite well understand what a human smile means and can respond to it in their own way, that is, by blinking. Veterinary behavior specialist Wailani Sung suggests conducting this experiment. Look the cat in the eyes, wink, and then extend your finger to it. If the little creature comes to sniff or even rubs against it, you're in luck. Does the cat like you? Try it on your favorite pet. It worked for me. But if you get a paw with claws in response, there will be no friendship. You are being thoroughly licked. A cat's tongue is very rough. People with thin, sensitive skin might find it painful when the little creature starts licking, but bear with it. It's a sign that you are very loved. Cat's saliva contains pheromones. This scent is not detected by humans, but animals can sense it very well. By licking a person, a cat mixes its scent with the aroma of its beloved owner, marking them as part of its social group so that all other cats know this person is already taken, paws off. And cats also protect us this way. They understand very well when their owner is upset. The human body under stress, lack of sleep, severe fatigue, or distress does not function as it does on normal days. Changes in metabolic processes cause alterations in the scent of skin secretions. Sensing that something is wrong with their owner, the cat rushes to help. By licking, she tries to calm us down and wash away the scent that might indicate to a potential predator that the person is vulnerable and thus easy prey. The cat follows you closely. You come home, and immediately the cat runs out into the hallway. It's clear she missed you, waited, and was worried. Did you miss her too, and are happy to see her? But if you've been home all day, why does the pet follow you around? This is also a sign of love and attachment. Just as you protect the cat from potential danger, she also looks out for you. You never know what might happen. It's better to keep an eye on things, just in case the owner does something. Even just being in the same room with a beloved person, the cat shows her care. Sometimes, the fluffy pet follows you around the apartment and constantly meows, and it's clearly not because she's hungry or thirsty. Most likely, the fluffy one is just afraid that you'll leave again, and she'll have to wait and worry. The cat needs you with her paws. It's a very pleasant massage. Jumping onto their owner, the cat starts kneading them with her front paws and purring. In early childhood, kittens need their mother's belly during feeding to stimulate more milk production. It's a matter of survival, as mother's milk is their only source of nutrition. This action has a special name, milk treading. When the cat grows up, her diet includes many other tasty things, and the need to obtain milk this way disappears, but the reflex remains. Now it becomes a way to show care and feel protected. It has been observed that cats who were taken from their mother early love to need their owners the most. However, those kittens that were bottle-fed by people almost never do this. They simply don't know how or why. They never had to knead their mother's belly to get milk. Also, a cat's paws, like its whiskers, are the main receptors of the animal. With their help, the cat explores the world. There are a lot of nerve endings on the pads of the paws. By kneading, the cat checks the place where it wants to nap. Moreover, such a massage can be given not only to the owner, but also to an ordinary blanket. Another important factor is pheromones. Around the pads of the paws are glands that secrete them. So, a cat's massage is another way to tell other cats that this person already has a pet. Sleeping with the owner. Even in the most prosperous and loving families, a cat doesn't come to sleep with everyone. Or it comes, but very rarely, while with someone else it constantly falls asleep nearby. That is its most favorite person. Sleeping together is a sign of complete trust. Cats have a strong territorial instinct. In the wild, they will not tolerate a stranger on their land, and will either sleep alone or next to someone who is definitely one of their own. And since you are now, in a way, a member of the pride, it's safe to doze off next to you. Cats, like humans, produce oxytocin. This is the hormone of attachment, and when the furry one falls asleep next to their favorite person, its production increases. So this is another way to create an emotional bond with the owner. Also, this is how the cat controls the space and protects you. Your apartment is her territory, and sleeping together is a way to respond to danger together if needed. Persistently knocks on the closed door. Familiar with this picture? You lock yourself in the room, and immediately a concert starts at the door. The cat meows, scratches, and tries with all its might to open the door and get to you. These furry ones generally don't like when something restricts their movement. The cat wants to roam all over its territory without obstacles, and a closed door irritates her. But if her favorite person is behind the door, owner, it's also a reason for concern. This is especially frightening for aging animals. What if something happens to the owner? You can try to calm the pet by talking to it through the door. Hearing your voice, the cat will understand that nothing bad has happened. Or set up a soft, comfortable bed near the entrance. Ideally, one that the cat is well familiar with, to let her know that she can safely wait here. Sleeping on clothes. For on clothes, what cat owner isn't familiar with this? Even if you wash and groom your pet constantly, there will still be hairs on your favorite sweater one way or another. You can get used to this, but it's much harder to stay calm when you constantly find a cat in your closet among the clean clothes. How does she get in there? Well, cats are clever and smart. They find a way to get to the clothes, but what interests them is only their loved one's drawer. This is how they show how. Clothes the owner said is to them. Resting on your ironed t-shirts, the cat feels calm and protected. This is your territory, so it can be trusted. Most often, this is done by those little animals whose owners are away from home for a long time, and they miss them very much. The cat nibbles you. Specifically nibbles, not sinking its teeth in with all its might. You're not an enemy. Why? Would it want to hurt you deeply? But to nibble lightly, playfully, that's the cat's way. This is how the cat tells you that you are a very good person and an excellent owner, and she loves you very much. If at this moment the fluffy one is purring, relaxed, and content, it's just a celebration. And generally, a friendly nibbling cats comes from childhood. Little kittens playfully attack each other, nibble, and scratch. It's their game. A cat definitely won't play around with someone who isn't worthy of trust. But sometimes such nibbles can be very annoying. Jealous cats, who are constantly being petted, might demand even more attention, and hint that your hands are only for and definitely not for switching buttons on the TV remote, and certainly not for petting another cat. You'll have to explain to your pet that he's not the only one on the planet. Your kitty headbutts. It's very pleasant. The cat comes over and starts rubbing against you with her cheeks, headbutting like a little calf. Some pets even love to play like this with their owner, pressing forehead to forehead and actually headbutting. This is yet another sign of strong attachment to a person. Again, it's about the pheromones. For a cat, it's not just a cute pastime and a way to rub against you. She is marking her territory. She can snuggle not only with a person but also, for example, with a dog, if they are friends, of course. And at this moment, the cat acts as your personal psychotherapist. These animals are very sensitive to the emotional state of people. Realizing that things are going well for you, the furry one comes to headbutt and purr. This is her way of trying to help you relax. Often, this method works. After a cat's support, you really feel much better. Your cat goes with you too. The bathroom. It's rare for a cat to enjoy bathing. Scratched up to the elbows, the beloved owner's hands. And a bunch of nerves you'll spend trying to soap her up. That's a more likely outcome. So why does the furry one insist on coming in? When you decide to take a bath yourself? First, because it's warm there. In modern homes, it's almost impossible to sleep on the radiator, and in winter, cats love to do that. The bathroom is a great alternative. The warm steam is comforting, and the kitty enjoys it. Secondly, she's curious. In the bathroom, she can watch as the owner brushes their teeth, combs their hair, and moves various bottles around. It's very interesting. And also, the cat doesn't trust water. Letting you go there, where there's so much potential danger, your pet gets worried. You remember how much anxiety a closed door causes her? Here, for her beloved owner, it's doubly scary. The cat tries to protect you or at least be nearby to keep an eye on things, so she can call for help if needed. She simply enjoys sitting next to a person she cares about. Even such passive contact without hugs and petting is a sign of love and trust. The cat gives you gifts. You might not like them very much. Who would be pleased to find a dead mouse on their pillow in the morning? But set aside your human emotions. The cat made an effort. She caught it. It's not carrion. It's a precious gift. This creates a double-edged situation. On one hand, for a domestic cat, her human is the source of all possible benefits. He fills the bowl with food, changes the litter box, pours water, and takes care of everything. One can relax and live in comfort. But at the same time, the cat considers the human to be a weak and rather useless member of the tribe. After all, she has never seen you catch prey, let alone with your hands, like she does with her paws. So you are a kitten that needs to be cared for, that needs to be taught. And the cat tries her best. In her mind, there are no contradictions. You give to her, she gives to you. And they also love to show off. If the cat is well acquainted with the street and hunting, most likely you won't see all the mice and lizards she catches. But showing you a snake or a huge rat is a different matter. A true battle. Trophy. So praise your pet, even if it's unpleasant for you to see or catch. But remember, it's better not to let her eat it. And make sure to vaccinate the animal so it doesn't catch diseases. The cat lies next to you on her belly, up. The belly is a very vulnerable area, so animals protect it as best they can. In the abdominal cavity, under the thin skin, are vital organs. There is a high risk of dying if a stronger and more dangerous animal damages something there. Even a simple press on the belly might not be liked. Not all cats allow even their most beloved owners to touch this sensitive area. Wild cats such as lions or tigers, by lying on their backs, show their vulnerability, and they do this only when they completely trust their companions. It's a signal that the animal is ready. For closer contact, it is relaxed and calm. By the way, people can sometimes pet a tiger's belly, but only in captivity and only when the person is completely trusted. Domestic cats haven't strayed far from their wild relatives in this regard. So if your fluffy beauty sprawls out belly up, purring and lets you pet her, she adores you. It's hard to think of another way to show her absolute trust. Pet her, but also respect her opinion. If she no longer wants affection, let her go in peace. And how can you tell if your cat is upset with you? Cats are excellent at expressing their love. They clearly explain when you're treating them incorrectly. Here are a few signs. Purring. It sounds strange, right? But a pleasant meow can be a signal that the cat is tired of you. You're petting the animal, but you feel that its whole body is tense. It's clearly unhappy. So wipe her then. In fact, this is how the cat tries to calm itself. But if you don't stop touching against its will, it will explain in another way. For example, it might scratch you. A lowered tail can also be a sign that the animal is displeased with you. If the cat suddenly swishes it from side to side, it's a sign of aggression. Leave it alone for a while. Avoidance is another sign that you've done something wrong, or the cat is upset about something. No fluffy pet will stay with its owner around the clock. It also needs solitude. But if the kitty is gone, somewhere far, looks at you but doesn't come, it's a reason to think. Perhaps you've offended her, or something has appeared in her territory that doesn't inspire trust. For example, a strange smell from the owner's belongings. Did the cat growl at you? Yes, they can do that too, just like dogs. In such a case, it's better to leave the pet alone. The cat is becoming aggressive. There are instances when her growling can be ignored. For example, at the veterinarian's office. But if you're at home, everything is generally fine, and the cat is just tired of you. Let her rest from you peacefully. If the cat doesn't touch her favorite toy, hides from you, refuses to eat, and doesn't even look in your direction, most likely, you've upset her somehow. It's time to make peace. They have mastered the language of love very well. They know how to show a person their feelings. Now you have our nonverbal dictionary, and you can figure out what she means. Your pet. Maybe it's finally time to give him a scratch. Thanks for watching.